Hello and welcome to Alfons Zeileis. My name is Johanna Nagelsbach. I am the grandniece of the painter Alfons Zeileis. The discussion about German art takes place in the German Reichstag on the 16th of February 1904. All the stands in the Reichstag are well occupied. Supporters of the new art and the old art listen to the Reichstag's discussion about the exhibition of German art at the World Exhibition in St. Louis in the United States of America. See the results of the discussion in this video. The newspaper Dresdner Nachrichten of the 20th of February 1904 reports on the debate. It is about Emperor William II and his activities in Berlin. Emperor William II had marble statues erected in filial veneration of his parents, Frederick III and his wife, on the Victory Avenue near the Brandenburg Gate. The picture shows the statue of Frederick III. According to the newspaper, these statues are described as appallingly miserable marble structures with stiff statues. The monuments with which Emperor William II adorned the city of Berlin in the decade before 1904 are all described as non-artistic according to the newspaper. The national monuments to Emperor William I at Schlossfreiheit, today's Schlossplatz in Berlin, and to Prince Otto von Bismarck in front of the Reichstag are particularly criticized. There had been a competition with 8 artists for the national monument to Emperor William I. William II had presumably intervened and ensured that the sculptor Reinhold Begas, whom he held in high esteem, also took part. As a result, half of the artists who had previously taken part withdrew from the competition. Reinhold Begas was awarded the contract. The article states that Reinhold Begas would have failed with the equestrian statue of Emperor William I because, although it would show Begas' mastery in countless splendid details, on the whole, with its hollow theatrical pomp, its decorative overload, it would be as dissimilar to the nature of a simple ruler as is conceivable. His Bismarck monument in front of the Reichstag building is no better off. As many as 90 artists took part in the competition for the Bismarck National Monument in front of the Reichstag. The competition failed and Reinhold Begas was also awarded the contract. According to the newspaper report, these monuments are not considered artistic. Again, we are back to the function of art, which Emperor William II uses for representational purposes. Emperor William II imposes his taste in art on the city of Berlin. The fact that he is an art enthusiast and likes to wield a paintbrush himself is rather a hindrance at this point. It only makes the discussion emotional. The emperor is accused of the fact that the works of art were finally not put out to tender in the competition, but were awarded to the artist preferred by the emperor. The latter was then not even allowed to design the monuments as he had conceived them artistically on his own, but had to adhere to the taste of the client, Emperor William II. Reinhold Begas created 12 monuments in Berlin alone. The newspaper Dresdner Nachrichten writes, "Even if Emperor William II possessed an exemplary taste in art, that was universally regarded as artistically purified and always right, it would be bad luck if he were to apply it everywhere. Parliament cannot decide in matters of art, but it can at least prevent one-sidedness and, where it has the funds to do so, it can also ensure that all artistic forces can operate freely and prove their right to exist through deeds." So much for the quote. In the German Bundestag, such a discussion would simply be unthinkable today. In the German Empire, Emperor William II ruled through as far as possible. In view of such monumental state art, it is no wonder that towards the end of the 19th century, groups, so-called secessions of artists, form: the Munich secession, the Berlin secession, and the Vienna secession, which want to set themselves apart from the old established and academic art and break new ground in art. These artists' associations include such renowned artists as Max Liebermann, Franz von Stuck, Louis Corinth, and Gustav Klimt. The emperor resists the purchase of secessionist paintings for the National Gallery. Shortly after the discussion in the Reichstag, the discussion on the participation of Prussian art in the World's Fair in St. Louis takes place in the Prussian parliament. The newspaper Börsenzeitung on 15th of April 1904 reports on the discussion as follows. Member of Parliament, short MP, von Neumann Großen-Borau, art must not be free. MP Kirsch, art must have a Christian basis. MP Träger, there must be a national element in art. MP von Neumann, art must have a limit. What does art have to have a Christian basis? Are the Japanese woodcut artists of the 18th and 19th centuries who were so popular at the time and inspired Van Gogh and Monet not artists? Does the impressionist Max Liebermann, who is Jewish, have to be baptized in order for his paintings to become art? The key question is, what actually is art? This question continues to preoccupy scholars to this day. Neither the Reichstag nor the Prussian parliament can be in a position to clarify this issue universally and forever. Since the secessionists were not given their own section at the World's Fair in St. Louis, they refused to participate. 218 painters represented German painting with 317 pictures. Due to the lack of participation of modern German painting, the halls looked like this picture. A pity, really. By the way, the bust of Bismarck and the statue Pan and Psyche are by Reinhold Begas. An international jury distributed prizes, but only one grand prize to each country. For Germany, the grand prize was awarded to Adolf von Menzel, who was represented by the paintings Messenger Woman, Iron Rolling Mill, and King William's Departure for the Army 1870. Emperor William II was completely satisfied. For Alfons Zeileis, the question now is, Menzel or Manet? Who would he like to orientate himself towards in the future? And with which art movement would he like to earn his living? Thank you for accompanying Alfons Zeileis on his journey through German newspapers on the public debate about German art. In the next video, we will see how Alfons Zeileis informed about modern art and how he prepared a very important life decision. I look forward to seeing you again.